we witnessed the outtaking of the newly appointed members of the Bangsamoro Transition Authority, which was presided by no less than President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. The appointment of the new BTA members is not just an historic event, but also a symbolic one. We will remember the Bangsamoro peace process started during the term of the former President Ferdinand Marcos Sr., and hopefully we will be completing and realizing under the Marcos Sr. the fruits of the dividends of the peace process. The composition of the new BTA represents a united Bangsamoro, as it comprised the representatives from the Moro National Liberation Front, the three factions, and including Miswari and Sema groups, as well as the sons and daughters of the top military Islamic Liberation Front leaders. And we are very confident that the next generation of Bangsamoro leaders are determined to sustain and build the game into peace in the region. And we are now open for your question. Maraming salamat po, Madam.
We will only be accepting questions for Secretary Carlito Galvez, starting with Ms. Celerina Monte of NHK.
Good afternoon po, Secretary Angeles and Secretary Galvez. For Secretary Galvez, sir, regarding the CPP-NPA-NDF, you have mentioned before during the press conference, during the LCAC press conference, that the government would be granting amnesty to rebel returnees or those who would want to surrender to the government. May we know what's the development on this? Has the executive department drafted already the proposed measure that you're going to submit to Congress?
We are still waiting for the guidance of the Senate, considering that during our Senate hearing before, it was turned out by then Secretary Senator Ping Lacson because of the ongoing hearing of the so we will just defer the comment on this, considering that the process is ongoing.
And also, I'm not sure how possible this will be, but would the government encourage like the leaders of the CPP-NPA-NDF, such as Joma Season, to finally like surrender so that they're already old and maybe they could give up their struggle and return to the folds of law? Are you going to encourage them to avail also of this amnesty if ever?
Yung po ang namin, ang panawagan nga po namin is talagang pwede nga po talaga na talagang magkaroon na po ng katahimikan dito sa Pilipinas. And we are also encouraging that all CPP-NPA members also will talk with us. Kaya yung sa NPF-CAC natin, continuing po yung ating proseso ng local peace engagement. But for the process of the negotiation with the CPP-NPA-NDF sa Norway, we will wait for the guidance of the President.
Sir, last question from me. Meron ba kayong target, like how many rebels are you expecting to avail of this amnesty? Although it could be as high as it could be, but yung sa government target, meron ba kayong inaay?
May nakita po kami na mga more or less mga 8,000 to 10,000 po. Sa ating pa lang ngayon nung nag-surrender na CPP-NPA, more or less 26,414. But we are looking na magkakaroon lang to ng mga more or less mga 1,000 or 2,000 na may mga kaso. Considering na nakikita natin yung ating sa amnesty, hindi lang ito yung sa CPP-NPA but also the other four groups. So yung sa CPP-NPA, we are looking at the possibility na 8 to 10,000.
Thank you po.
Okay, next question, Ace Romero, Philippine Star. Kindly unmute, Ace.
Okay. Secretary, you mentioned before that there's need to pass yung Bangsamoro election code as well as other measures, key priority measures, including yung local government, yung revenue at saka yung about yung sa mga indigenous peoples groups, no? So what will be done by the national government to ensure na mapapasa na itong laws na to given na hindi pa yata nabubuo yung mga measures na to?
Based on sa ano namin sa arrangement namin with the president and also with the BTA members during the inauguration and also taking ang pagkakaano po natin ng guidance po natin, mahal na presidente, matapos po yung 4 na codes na remaining codes. Unang-una yung electoral code, yung local government code, yung revenue code, at saka po itong IP code. Yung 4 na code po nito napakahalaga po, lalo-lalo na sa instruction ng ating mahal na presidente na we have to prepare for the 2025 election. So sa ngayon, based dun sa ano po namin ni Chief Minister, sinasabi po ni Chief Minister na po yung election code ay mapasa po before the end of 2022 kasi mayroon na po itong draft at naipasa na rin po sa electoral comments and vetting. And they are very confident na kayang-kaya lang ipasa po yung mga codes ito in due time. Ang inano nga po namin, hinihingi nga po namin kay Chief Minister at saka sa BTA members na matapos ito sa madaling panahon, especially yung mga election code, matapos ito before 2022.
So may commitment na po ng Bangsamoro officials that they will pass the election code, lalo na yung election code, before the end of the year?
Yes, they have already the commitment, considering ang sinabi nga ng ating mahal na presidente, we have to prepare for 2025. And during the press statement of Murad Ibrahim, our Chief Minister, he said that they are very confident that they will pass the election code before the end of 2022 in order for us to prepare for 2023 and 2024. Meaning, ibig sabihin, mas mauunahin nila yung election code to give way para sa preparation with the government.
Salamat, Secretary.
Thank you, Ace. Any more questions for Secretary Galvez? MPC? I think that's all, Secretary Galvez. Secretary Trixie? Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Secretary Galvez and Secretary Trixie Cruz-Angeles. Maraming salamat, MPC.
Salamat po.
Niyo pong natunghayan ang press briefing mula sa Malacanang kasama si Secretary Trixie Cruz-Angeles at Presidential Advisor on Peace, Reconciliation and Unity, Secretary Carlito Galvez Jr. At kaugnay po niyan, humingi tayo ngayon ng karagdagang detalye mula kay Mark Petaco. Yes, Mark?
Yes, sa katatapos nga lamang na Zoom press conference na dinaluhan ni Presidential Advisor on Peace, Reconciliation and Unity, Bangsamoro Peace Process Secretary Carlito Galvez.